I would have thought of a really cool title at this point, when you clicked on this video, but I haven't yet. But I've got a week to do it, so we're all good. But basically, in a nutshell, I'm going to challenge myself to write journal entries for a whole week. Now, I got this journal for my birthday. On the front, once upon a time, there was a princess who was born in July 99. It was me, the end. Such a great quote on the front. Basically, all the inside pages pretty much just look like this. It looks like a spot for the date at the top and then a page to write on, so that's not too complicated, but never really journaled before, so I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous about filling out this journal. It's one of those books, I don't know how I'm gonna write in it, because it's one of those books that I'm gonna have to fold and bend, and I feel like it's gonna then stay open. So yeah, I much prefer ring-bound books. That's why I always make sure when I get my planners or diaries for the academic year, I get ring-bound ones, not the closed ones. But it's all personal choice, and it's got a cute front on it, so we can let it go. I need a pen and a pencil. It's in the room somewhere. I'm just not massively sure where I've put it. Where have I put it? Oh, it's right over there. I've got to go get it. Bear with. There is a stool, so I can write. Is this a good shot? Who knows, but we're going with it anyway. We are going with it anyway. Right, what is the date? 27th of July. That will do. Right, I'm going to put the date on the little line at the top. God, if I ever look back, if I keep doing this and look back at it, yeah, I guess one thing I did want to do with journaling is because I guess if I liked it and kept doing it, I could look back on it, and I spent a lot of time lying awake at night kind of spiraling, thinking things over, when I'm thinking maybe if I did it wrote in a journal every day, I could write it out on a page and then be able to sleep better at night. Because I need to get better at sleeping because I end up with a really bad sleep schedule because I just end up awake all night and then I get exhausted when I've fallen asleep and wake all day. And I took a nap. Last 2 days I've napped. Not woken up to my alarm, I just turned it off. Well, I'm still just really tired. And then not woken up to really late at night, so I'm going to struggle to sleep tonight, but I'm going to go with it, and my hair might look actually cute when I go to bed. That's something. I feel like I need to get personal and draw things out onto the page, but I'm I don't want to, but I need to. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna be adventurous. Maybe I should have thought of a question or a topic to write about before I did this. What even is life? Why am I even doing this? And what we'll write about that? We'll go with that topic of why I'm kind of writing about why I'm doing this and the reason why I've figured out. I feel like with my mental health and stuff. That's a good one. That's a topic we could start with. And hopefully as I get better, I'll be able to write an entry better. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I feel like I'm just going to write what comes into my head, and whatever ends up on the page, ends up on the page. I'm just going to have to accept it. have written my first entry, and I'm quite surprised I managed to fit it all on the page. As you can see, I ended up making it very, very small at the bottom to get it on. And I do feel like the writing may have gotten smaller and worse as I went down, but I did it. My arm hurts. I don't think I've written that intensely in quite a while, probably not even at uni. But if I write every day, surely it should make my writing better, because I will be taking hand notes next year, and I will have a lot of modules to start with, so I can build up that muscle again and hopefully help my mental health. So I don't know, I guess I'm going to read what I've got on the page, because it's not something I'm bad that I'm scared of sharing, and I guess someone might want to know what I put on the page. And I guess one thing I want to know is it's not the hardest thing in the world to get something out, and it doesn't have to be massively spiritual and self-discovery and sound incredible and amazing to be good enough. Because I remember when I heard someone read out their journal post, I was like, I could never write anything like that. They would clearly have more brain cells than me, but it doesn't matter as long as it helps you and makes you feel better. Why not, right? So I guess I'm gonna read out what I wrote for today. I probably have horrible punctuation and horrible spelling, so it's gonna sound bad. Why am I writing in this journal right now? It's definitely something I'm wondering too, but I guess it's all down to the little things that slowly pile up on you, causing me to not be able to cope anymore. I know how far I've come on a journey to find myself and make things better. For so long, I wasn't ready to face it truly head on. All my friends stuck by me and helped me through the hard, dark days. So it's them I have to thank for the constant support that has led me here. Now it's my job to put the work in for the rest of my life to truly make everything worth it, and for me too, because I matter. It's just a little thing in there, but I guess I'm hoping for maybe tomorrow that I can write maybe more than one page, and maybe really like delve deep into what I'm writing about to really kind of discover it and really kind of understand it, so I can maybe like remember it and use it in my life. It's like, I'm pretty sure if you write it, you're more likely to stick with it, and I guess I can like figure things out on a page without the things that I wouldn't normally talk to someone else, but I can hopefully figure things out on a page, and if I write more, I guess I'm delving deeper into it so I can really understand. Like, that's something I'm hoping for tomorrow, but we will see. You will see in like a few seconds, but I've got to wait a whole day. I've got to wait a day to get there, so yeah, that was the thing I thought would happen with this kind of book, but it's fine. We just might have to squish it. I just might have to squish it for a bit, but it's all good. It's all good. I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have fun editing this one at the end of the week, because this is almost 25 minutes and this is just the first day. This might be a weird angle, but like, excuse that. I'm also whispering because it's like really late at night or really early in the morning, depending on how you're gonna look at it. But this is basically day 2 of journaling. So it's 2 a.m. in the morning pretty much on Wednesday, but I'm still going to class it as Tuesday because I'm not going to sleep yet. But I'm going to write in my journal now, so I know I'm not going to sleep. And obviously I'm doing long distance right now with my boyfriend, so I guess I'm starting to find it really hard. So I guess I'm going to write about that and not being able to sleep. So I'm going to sit and write about that. And I'm going to just sit right here in bed, right? And I'm just going to see where the writing takes me, really. I just wrote like 5 pages in my journal. That was definitely a lot more than the first time. I definitely felt like a lot better for it. Like before I knew I had no chance of going to sleep, and I'd spiral for ages, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to sleep better tonight because I'm starting to feel tired now that I've written that. But while I was writing it, I kind of just started writing more and more. Like, things just started to flow out, and I guess I started to write kind of sort of my emotions and kind of what I was dealing with, and like probably in the middle of writing it I started to feel like anxious, and like I kept writing really fast, but like after a while I kind of started to like calm down and feel like I was done writing, kind of in a way like I'd just written everything out that I was dealing with in my head, that hopefully that I definitely would have like spiraled about overnight, that I kind of wrote it all out and down on a page. So I'm hoping that now I can just kind of tuck up in bed and just drift off nicely, because I've got everything out onto a page, and I'm hoping that makes me feel so much better. So got a chance. I definitely feel like I delved deeper into everything and kind of things that I was dealing with that I didn't yesterday, which I feel like I'm probably getting better at. But I'm getting there. I feel like I'm adjusting. I feel like I did better writing in it today because the camera wasn't filming me while I was doing it. I guess I felt just more alone and private. So I'm not going to read it out because I feel like it's really personal stuff about things that I wouldn't want to share. So I'm not going to share it, but here I am at the end of the video, having only done 2 journal entries in this on the first 2 days. So basically, I didn't do the challenge at all, and I didn't do a journal entry every day of the week and find out what it was like. I gave up, to be honest. Something I found was it didn't massively help me sleep better. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I suddenly like just was able to shut off and drift off. I still had to work at it. But it did help me like get things out and kind of work them out instead of having them go round and round in my head, which helped. But I also found that I never found like time or space for it in my day. And I never found that was a priority and something I wanted to do. So then I found that I didn't do it. And I guess one thing I was worried about when thinking about the fact that I hadn't done this was that I failed the challenge and that I hadn't done it. And I guess I'd kind of failed people. But I guess the truth of this is that I set out this channel when I was going to do this type like mental health content to be real and show the truth and not be perfect, showing you kind of the perfect side of mental health and how everything works, when it doesn't always necessarily work and it isn't perfect. So I guess this video is kind of showcasing that, and it has a purpose of, just because people say that something may be great and it works and they do all these amazing things, doesn't mean that they're going to massively work for everyone. At the point of, I guess, just writing it down by hand, it just made my hand hurt. And I have a phone addiction, so I can accept that. And I guess just time and time again, I chose technology devices instead of this notebook. So I do feel like that using this journal entry won't be like a regular thing for me. It's gonna be more of a, it's there when I need to work something out instead of having it go round and round in my head. Because if I need to work something out before I talk to someone, then I can like write it all out on this and review it, or like jot pictures down that I've kind of got stored up in my head that I want to put down on paper, instead of like your typical everyday writing out thoughts like every day before bed or when you wake up in the morning, because that just doesn't work for me. Like, I found I don't want to commit a part of my day to every day to doing that. Like, it's not what I want to do, and it doesn't massively make a difference in my life. So I feel like if I use it when I need it to get stuff out of my head when I need to, it can still support me, but it's not going to be too much of a chore that I've got, if that makes sense to people. But yeah, I guess that's something I just wanted to bring out. And I guess thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!